Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country road. I hear her voice in the morning hour, she calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. And driving down the road I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Yesterday, country road, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, take me home. Now country roads, take me home. Now country roads.
I think I've already got the job. He's going to start charging me for these performances. But as you can see, I'm truly blessed with one of the best staffs in the county, great students with talent, and just it gives me such great joy to see our kids step out there and put themselves out there and share their talents. Now we get down to the nitty-gritty. This might not be quite as entertaining. Our West Test scores showed a 12.72 increase in math scores. There's nothing up there unless Jody wants to put up our pictures as I talk about this. Yes. And a 6.61% increase in our reading language arts scores. Even though we showed significant improvement, we did not meet AYP. The data told us that every subgroup met AYP in math except special ed, and no subgroups made AYP in reading language arts. Overall, we showed growth. We're headed in the right direction, but we're not there yet. Where do we go from here? I looked at every student's test scores. I questioned why some students scored below their ability level. As I talked to teachers, they shared that many students asked, "Will this test fail me?" One teacher surveyed students after the West test and found that many students did not read the questions or all the answers. How sad for education and teachers and kids. Even after the importance of the West test was emphasized time and time again. Once again, I looked at every student's test scores, noting the number of students who scored novice and partial mastery. It became evident in middle school that students had to be held accountable for poor performance on the West test. How to hold students accountable was a daunting question to me. The number of students scoring novice and partial mastery required additional sections of previewing during skills class to be added to the master schedule. Obviously, the purpose of previewing is to close those skill gaps. The West test data indicated our focus needed to be on reading language arts, especially on comprehension and vocabulary. When students returned from summer break and received schedules, some students were very upset to the point of tears. They would say, "I do not need previewing," or "I want out of that special reading language arts class," special meaning remedial. My response to these individual students was, "That's not what your test scores say." A hard response to make to kids, but that's not what your test scores say. One reading language arts teacher came to my office and said, we'll just use little David, does not belong in Read 180. I asked the teacher where this student should have scored on the West test. Without hesitation, he said, mastery. The student scored novice. Another young lady came to me and said, I did not have Read 180 last year. I explained her placement was based on test scores. She was very upset. The word is spreading fast. Students will be held accountable for low test scores. Low test scores are going to result in being placed in previewing, and remedial classes. Our goal is to raise our students' level of concern. Only time will tell if this will be the push they need to take the West Test seriously. But that was the first thing that we did to try to make a change. Our second adjustment was made to the master schedule. Research suggests that scores go up when students are scheduled in double block classes. We double block science and social studies on a Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday basis with a single block on Friday. What this did for us is it allowed time for projects, labs, and more technology. We also went ahead to double block physical education, music, and we put art and health into a 9-week rotation. We felt this allowed our students to focus better and not be overwhelmed by too many teachers. Now every day they're seeing 5 instead of 8. And too much homework that was being completed half-heartedly. With this schedule adjustment, students have reading, language arts, and math every day, which is our focuses, and the other classes on a rotating basis. This change has been very well received by students and staff alike. The third thing we've done at Duval is to continue to focus on research-based strategies and improving the use of exemplary practices. Our teachers understand that we're looking for quality instruction. We are in line this year to fully implement tech steps. Our goals include increasing the use of Acuity and continuing the use of Plato, Odyssey, West Virginia Write, and differentiated instruction. We're also utilizing every available resource to raise test scores, from our interventionist to our co-teachers to our reading coach. We contact parents and encourage them to take advantage of the free tutoring and homework help in our after-school program. Today, I think Jenny told me we had 101 students that stayed after school. Our teachers meet weekly in team meetings and department meetings to analyze data and collaborate. Teachers submit their tests to me so I can ensure that they're using higher level questions. Walkthroughs continue to be done by the curriculum team, by educational consultants, and by me. Our goal next year is to raise test scores a minimum of 5%. At Duval, our staff will continue to work hard to prepare our students to be successful in the 21st century. Just to carry on about our wish list and some things that are on my mind. First of all, I'd like to thank the board for installing air conditioning in our gym, as well as helping us upgrade other parts of our building. Our wish list includes new lockers. The lockers in this building on the main area upstairs were in the building since it's been built. Dana Smith said he could help with $5,000 towards new lockers. I am currently have been promised $15,000 from an outside source to help with new lockers. Unfortunately, the bid is $29,000 to replace, to get what we need and still keep some of the ones that are a little bit newer. So hopefully that can be something that's done for our students, because they are dilapidated. As a matter of fact, Mr. Basin spent an entire day with his tools out. You notice he didn't ask me for help, to work on the lock